Bismillah Rahman Rahim. An expert jeweler. Bacon was an expert jeweler. We know that the jeweler bought the false jewels from the Duchess when he knew that they were false. Let us try to know the motive lying behind his act. How did the Duchess deceive the jeweler? When the Duchess arrived, he let her stand in the passage of 10 minutes. In this way, he impressed upon her that he was a man of great importance. He had already been cheated by the Duchess the time he did not want to let her go without testing the jewels. The Duchess was a very clever lady. She knew the weakness of the jeweler. She knew that the jeweler was in love with her daughter Diana. She took advantages of that weakness and exploited it fully. She once again cheated the jeweler, although he knew that the jewels were not real. There are the following reasons for it. Why was the jeweler taken in? First, she told the jeweler in a very impressive manner that she was hard hit these days, she needed money badly. Secondly, the Duchess began to talk to him very sweetly. She invited him to spend the weekend at her estate at the riverbank. She even shed 2 tears at it. That was the most impressive trick that a lady could play on a man. Moreover, she told the jeweler that the prime minister would also be there. All these things influenced the jeweler, and he was forced to pay her 20,000. He did not check whether the jewels were false or true. He sacrificed this heavy amount at the altar of love. उर्दू तर्जमा बैकन एक माहिर जौहरी था. हमें इल्म है कि जौहरी ने नवाब बेगम से जाली मोती ख़रीदे, जबकि उसे इल्म था कि वो जाली थे. हम इस बात को जानने की कोशिश करते हैं कि उसने ऐसा क्यों किया. जब नवाब बेगम उसके दफ्तर में उसे मिलने आई तो उसने 10 मिनट तक उसे बाहर खड़ा रखा और उस पर जाहिर किया कि वो एक बड़ा आदमी है. वो इससे पहले भी नवाब बेगम से धोखा खा चुका था. उस दफ़ा वो जवाहरात को जांचे बगैर उन्हें ख़रीदना नहीं चाहता था. नवाब बेगम को इल्म था कि जौहरी उसकी बेटी से मोहब्बत करता था. उसने जौहरी की कमज़ोरी का फ़ायदा उठाया. उसने जौहरी को एक दफ़ा मज़ीद धोखा दिया. अगरचा जौहरी को भी इस बात का इल्म था कि मोती जवाहरात असली नहीं है, उसकी वजूहात मंदरजा झेल हैं. नवाब बेगम ने जौहरी को बताया कि वह इन दिनों माली मुश्किलात का शिकार है, उसे पैसों की सख्त ज़रूरत है. नवाब बेगम ने उसके साथ मीठी मीठी बातें शुरू कर दी. जौहरी को अपनी जागीर पर हफ्ते के आखिरी दिन गुजारने के लिए दावत दी. उसने जौहरी के सामने आंसू बहाए. यह आंसू बहाना औरतों की तरफ से मर्दों को फंसाने के लिए बेहतरीन हरबा होता है. मज़ीद उसने जौहरी को बताया कि वज़ीर आज़म भी वहाँ आ रहे हैं. इन तमाम बातों से जौहरी बहुत मुतासिर हुआ और उसे 20,000 पाउंड देने पर रजामंद हो गया. उसने मोतियों का मुआयना करना भी पसंद नहीं किया. उसने मोहब्बत की कुर्बान गाह पर इतनी भारी रकम निछावर कर दी. A comparative study of the character of the Duchess and the jeweler. Comment on the statement, they were friends yet enemies. Each hated the other, each needed the other. The Duchess is more loathsome than the jeweler. Comment. Compare and contrast the character of the jeweler with the Duchess. Compare and contrast the character of the jeweler with the Duchess. This is a very sensible comment on the relationship between the Duchess and the jeweler. They had diplomatic relations with each other. The Duchess was a clever and a shrewd woman. She was given to a life of gambling and debauchery. She could easily report to immoral methods to get money. Her main problem was to raise money for her moral life at very cost. She stole the pearls from her husband's fire and wanted to sell it to the jeweler.